Alexa, play ambient space music.
The station, Ambient, on Amazon Music.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a show that's out of this world. Welcome to Encounters, the spiritual UFO show. This is our morning edition. It's 9:11 a.m. You've heard about our show at night. That usually is on at 11 p.m. Eastern. I'm CmdrAleon, host of WESU-FM's Ashtar Command radio show for 21 years. I also work directly with the Ashtar Galactic Command, or Ashtar Command, here on Mission Earth. I'm also a talk show host. Been a talk show host for many years on radio and NPR Pacifica Radio, WESU-FM. And I'm the host of Encounters, the spiritual UFO talk show. So welcome. I'm also from Mars originally. So I'm star-seeded, meaning I decided to come here to do mission work. Mars is a planet with 10 to 15 million inhabitants that live on the planet. Contrary to the cover-ups on this planet, Mars is a living, breathing planet with spiritual people that live there and have lived there for a very long time. Lacey, good evening. Desiree, welcome to the show. Elisa, welcome to our program. Johnny, good to see you, brother. Sean, 80, welcome. Some of you might be finding this show for the first time and say, wow, there's somebody doing this. That's me. I'm usually on nighttime regularly, but I am trying to do morning shows to reach out to more people that don't know we're actually even on TikTok. Edward, welcome to the show. Michelle, welcome. Willie, welcome to Encounters. Dakota, good morning. Live Oak Teaspoon, welcome to the show. Tanya Rice, welcome. Kit Kat, good to see you. Jay Swag, welcome to the show. Gloria Mounts, welcome to the show. Encounters, Mikey, welcome to the show. Separato, Writer Boy, welcome to the show. Irving Abrams, welcome to our show. User 751, welcome to the show. CF61645, Val454, KN1NI. Michelle, thank you for the likes. CK61. Welcome to the show, everybody. All the new people coming in here. Shorty, welcome to our show Encounters. Saz Marelda, welcome to our show. Tanya, thanks for the likes. Good to have all the people coming here. John Sullivan, 501, welcome. Witness, good to see you. Me, hey me, welcome to the show. Rob Hamilton, 567. Lewis Nash, 1970. Sal Fascista, I think it is. It happened so fast. CF61645, thank you for the likes. Hey, Jennifer, welcome. Good morning. CG, good to see you. CG, you have, you've had some things happening, CG. Would you like to come up? We're going to do some interviews here this morning. We'll be on here till roughly about 10:30, an hour and a half program. Cultural commentator, welcome. Audio, Amanda Little. Anna, welcome to our show Encounters. Dustin, hey, good to see you, brother. Poor Critter, that's a good name. Hey, Poor Critter. Sandra, good to have you with us. Brian, welcome to our show. Sean Patrick, welcome to our show. Hey, cultural commentator, good morning. Nana, good morning. Johnny G. See, one of the things we do on our show is we do recognize people on here. Some TikTokers just get on and they don't even recognize anybody's watching them, which is not good. We like to bring everybody in here and recognize her. Ada Stevens, good to see you. Davey Carr, welcome. Scott, welcome. Stephen or Stefan, I think it is. Peace, love, and light, Marinee. Good morning to all my moderators. We have really good moderators here. Might of God, welcome, Might of God. Jazz, hey, good to see you. Denny, Dig Benny Hill. Benny Hill was a pretty funny guy. Summers, thank you for being here. Susan Norton, welcome. Hollywood, welcome to the show. Barbara Manley, welcome to the show. Good to have everybody in here. How do we go from over 150 to 119? What's with that? But I can tell you that right now we've had 413 people view the show already because I know that, because I can look at the numbers. Robbie, good afternoon. Oh, Robbie, you must be in Europe somewhere. Diana, good morning. Claudio, good morning. So we're going to get into some stuff here. James, good morning. Who's ever coming in here, just good morning to everybody. Fallen One, good morning. So we're going to get into things that are happening. You know, right now we're in the midst of major disclosure. We had a great show last night. The show last night, if you want to watch any of my past shows, I have a YouTube channel, believe it or not, Ashtar Command Spaceship News. I'll repeat it, Ashtar Command Spaceship News is my YouTube channel. And all my past shows are on there. And last night's show, you're going to really love that show if you missed it. We had a woman that has been having in the country spaceships that have actually been taking the negative ETs off the planet. And it started 3 months ago. You'll have to watch the show. I don't have it on YouTube yet. I'll have it put there this morning. I'm going to transfer it over to YouTube. But you'll watch that show. You're going to be amazed of what's happening with this woman out in the country. And it was a terrific show. Lacey, good to see you. Good morning, Stella Bella. So let's get into it. You know, we do interviews here. We usually interview people regarding visitations by space people, encounters, UFO sightings, could be crop circles, mer people, fairies, the Bigfoot. We get into everything galactic and cosmic. The topics we don't deal with are paranormal. We stay away from paranormal. There are tons of people on TikTok that do paranormal, and we are just not in that thing. Hey, good morning, Ralph. What am I putting on YouTube? After the show, sometime this morning, the show from last night will be transferred onto YouTube, so you'll be able to watch it on my YouTube channel, Ashtar Command Spaceship News. Healing Tarot, good morning. Thank you, Healing Tarot. You're a beautiful soul. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate that. So for those that don't know what's happening, we're going to keep you updated. We're getting close to a major event that we're putting on here in Connecticut. The sirens are going this morning. Gosh, what's going on out there? But there's things happening. For new people, you might not know this, but we are having a contact event, which is a CE5 here in the United States. Alexa, lower the volume. Alexa, lower the volume. Okay. So we're having a C5 event in the United States here in Connecticut at an apple orchard coming up on April the 13th at 8 o'clock. We're going to be broadcasting it here on my show. It's our Ashtar Command contact group. We have a group, of course, I work with the Ashtar Command, but we have a group that is a spiritual C5 group. And we have one of our people in Vermont, and you might not even have heard the story, but you will start to learn pretty quick, that has been going on the Ashtar Command ships up in the mountains in northern Vermont for 10 times now. So what's going to be happening is this is only going to be a visual recording. We're going to be live to record the spaceships. We are being told that there will be 7 Ashtar Command spaceships above the field. I don't know how high up in the atmosphere, but we're going to be recording the spaceships. They're purposely going to appear, and we're going to record them. Okay. We have a dedicated group here in this part of the U.S. that are all awakened people, that are spiritual people, that have their acts together. We all know what we're doing. We're all trained in what we do. And some of us have had visitations with space beings in our homes that are positive, star people. Okay? So this is going to be a very important event. We're going to document everything. You're going to see it live at night. We do a spiritual prayer when we get gathering together. We'll be doing a spiritual Christed prayer. We do a clearing of the energy in the field. And this is in an apple orchard. Thank you, Healing Tarot. That's amazing. Thank you. And we're going to really be doing this. Okay. The contact we're having is already pre-planned. My friend in Vermont has been on the spaceships. So I'm going to give some background to people that have no idea what's going on here. It's time. It's time for things to occur. It's time for things to happen. People say, well, why now? Why are they coming here? I get that question. Because it's time. You know, we've been lied to for over 70 years on the planet, all over the world. We've been lied to about the existence of intelligent life in other planetary systems. I'm here to bust the matrix. That's why I came here. I'm here to bust people's belief systems. That's why I came here. And when I say I don't care what people think, when I say that sentence, it means I don't care. The people that don't believe any of this, I don't care what you think. That's what I mean. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you think. Because I know the truth. You see, I came here to Earth, and my background is in broadcasting communications. Off planet, I did intergalactic communications. We use crystallized communication structures that are way different than things on Earth. So here, in the human form, I use radio, I use broadcasting, I use visuals, I use TikTok. And I came here, and thank God, friends of mine said, Commander, you need to go on TikTok. This was over a year ago. I said, oh no, there's a bunch of kids on here. That's the way I thought of it. But I was completely wrong. And that's why you're watching the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media right here. I don't care how many UFO shows are on YouTube. I can care less. This is where it's happening, right here. And also, yes, Craig, 9868, in the human form. Yes, we're all in the human form. So you're human, but when you realize you come from the stars, you chose to come here. We call starseed. Okay? And when we say starseed, that means is that you chose to come here. Whether you remember it yet or not, you will. You chose to come here with a human family. They created you biologically, which is normal. We're all human. But when you wake up, you realize that you're not from here. See, that's the thing. When you wake up and you're fully activated, you remember you're not from here. You're from some other planet somewhere in the universe or some other galaxy. That you came here and you now remember you have a mission, there's a purpose. And yes, we have biological families here, cousins, relatives, grandmothers, grandfathers. We all do. I have them, you know. You have them. We all do. But the thing is that we're all from the stars, you see. We're all from the stars. Hey, John Sasser, good to see you. We're all from the stars. Whether you believe that or not doesn't matter to me. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care whether you believe it or not. But you're all from the stars. You will remember when you become activated. Okay? My purpose on this show, and I've interviewed many, many people since last year with incredibly beautiful stories. Some have been abductees, some are contactees, some have had connections with star beings. I've interviewed all kinds of people here. That's what I do. The tapestry of each story is beautiful. It could be they had a terrible experience, but it's still an honest story that they're presenting. So I always love interviewing people because it's another chapter in information that's being disclosure. This show is about disclosure. What I do here by telling you a story, we're disclosing truth. Something that our government hasn't done or the world governments haven't done for 70 plus years is tell people the truth about our universe, about our galaxy, about our solar system, about the planets that exist in our solar system. It's all been lies. Craig, well, they're not interested in our nuclear capabilities. The star people are interested in shutting down our nuclear capabilities. They did it in the 60s during the Cold War. Many of the Ashtar command ships, believe it or not, if you read the documented things from the 60s, many of the nuclear silos were shut down during the Cold War. That's why the planet's still here. There's a lot of history there. You know, so there's a whole thing that we do here on this show, and you're going to learn a lot about what we do here. that I do at night. We have a big audience at night. What we do here is we provide people a forum to share their stories. We don't have people cursing, yelling at each other, hitting each other's heads. Hey, Ed, good to see you. Hey, Robert, good morning. Good morning, Lola. So we are a place where we bring a serious program together. We're a talk show. We're not just a TikTok here with 10,000 people coming on, having a discussion and yelling at each other. So we're glad you're here. We're dedicated to bring you as much truth as we can and good interviews with people. Good morning, Steve Houston. Edith, good morning. And so we're having this gathering on April 13th, really important gathering, and we're going to broadcast it. You're going to see it here. You're not going to see it on YouTube. Well, you'll see a recording of it on YouTube once we have this happen. We have people in our ground crew that don't have TikTok or Facebook. They're not into the social media, but they're dedicated people with our Ashtar Command contact group here in the region. All right. We're all trained experts in what we do. We're all totally tuned in to the Christ consciousness. We're not going to have anybody there that is of the opposite. We won't let it. We won't allow it. I had a very close encounter and sighting in the late 90s in Central Ohio, definitively. Would you like to come on and share that? In a few minutes, I'm going to be doing interviews. Da Wister, would you like to be a guest on our show? Let me know. Always like to ask, just in case. Good morning, Brown Eyes. I can't. Okay. Well, we are on at night too, Da Wister. When you can, we're on nightly around 11 o'clock in the evening. We are doing some morning programs here. Ufology, welcome to the program. Freeman Act, Dino, welcome. Bradley Arrival, welcome to the show. So when you can, let me know, and we'll have you on. We'd be happy to have you on. Sharon, welcome to our show. So the gathering we're doing, Tippy Toes Welcome, on April the 13th, is pre-organized. When I say pre-organized, we're not waiting for something to happen. We are connected with the Ashtar Command. Now this, whether you believe this or not, makes no difference to me. Through my contact, and there's going to be these grid contacts around the world of at least 5 people. Hey, Sassy Scorpio, good morning. UFO Mysterio. Yeah, I see you have a lot of people here, so if you want to come on, let me know. I'll ask you if you'd like to come on, and we'll have you as a guest in a few minutes. So what's going to happen is we've had contact. My contact was when I was a kid in the 1960s with space people with white, blue space outfits. Beautiful people looking just like us, okay? That was my first contact. I've had UFO sightings or spaceship sightings since the 60s. So what's happening on the 13th is my friend has been on the Ashtar Command ships in northern Vermont 10 times now in the last few months. She's documented everything. Now to find out that we have cosmic biological families. She's met her father and her mother. These are star people on the spaceship. This is all true. She met my father and my mother, who are star people, on the spaceship. I'm not talking about our biological parents. I'm talking about before we came to Earth, we all have parents from other planetary systems. Okay? So we're going to be having visual contact. They're promising us that they're going to have several spaceships that will appear in the skies, and we will be recording them. So we're not like hoping and wishing for something to happen. This is pre-planned by the space people. Okay? Pre-planned, I should say. Okay? Jacob Davis, you're right. If anyone wants to see a spaceship, spend 1 hour or even 2 hours looking on a clear night, and you will see, other than a jet or a plane or conventional aircraft, if you focus on it and if you meditate, I'd recommend people do one thing. If you're not familiar with this, the C5 app, if you have an iPhone or an Android phone, download the app for like $9.99. It's a one-time thing. Learn protocol, the protocol of contact. That app will teach you how to be focused, learn to use meditation with a group of people, and you can make sure you do a Christed meditation. And I can even teach you how to do this, and you'll have contact visually with positive space people, star people, that will actually appear and show their ships to you. And you can do this. You see, this is the one thing the government can't stop, is everyone out there having groups of people have contact. It'll start visually, but now's the time in the next year and a half where we're going to have major contact around the world. It's not, I don't channel anything. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not a palm reader. I don't have a pendulum running around my house. Everything I'm giving you is direct. That's the difference between what we do on this show and every other person on YouTube and on TikTok. Okay? We don't have any religious agendas. Everything we do is galactically inspired to give you the truth. Macy D says, spacecraft I see looks like big orbs of stars. Interesting, Macy D. Sassy Scorpio says, I saw one last month, but it didn't show up on my phone. Interesting. You would think it would show up on your phone. That's interesting, Sassy. Normally, that should at least be, brought into your phone in a picture. It could have been cloaked. Who knows? Paranormal or not, says then I woke up. Let me see. Paranormal or not, let me see if I can go back to what I think they were trying to tell a story there. Ryan Blake, are the spaceships a solid red light moving steadily across the sky? Well, Ryan, they can be multicolored, they can be gold. There's not really one way of looking at the vibrational colors of a spaceship. Good question. I think it'll vary. Let's see. Yeah, because they're far more advanced than us. Charmaine. George Best simply says, you look up but look down. Will they hurt us? No. Billy DeBusk. The star people are our brothers and sisters. They're not going to hurt us. The ones that did the abductions are being forced off the planet, being the Zeta, the reptilians. There's a few others in that genre. The Ashtar Command is taking all of those on Earth that are of that group that was doing it. They're being taken off planet. They're not going to be able to come back. Steve Houston says, not from Earth. The man was approximately 7 feet 5 inches, absolutely perfect looking, and she was 6'6", perfect looking. Interesting, Steve. It's astral travel? No. We're talking about real physical communications, contact, not astral traveling or any of that stuff. Jules, thank you for the donut. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up to the comments here. Neither do I just have premonitions. Let's see here. Edic, who's been on our show, I've seen a few UAPs at night. Tiptoe says, a few nights ago I saw something hovering in the sky. It was completely still, not moving. It had red and green lights. Interesting, Tippy Toes. I have one picture of the orbs morphing and got a picture of the being inside. Macy D. Interesting. Hey, Paranormal Ghostbusters. Good morning. I'm just reading people's comments here. We're doing well. I've seen multicolored gold red. I've even seen a pinkish one. Macy D. Oh, Macy D only has 39 followers. Interesting. Edith, thank you for the gifts. Hey, Jessica. I'm just reading comments here. Ryan Blake, I've looked at them through binoculars, and they have several different colored lights for different purposes. Yes, that would be true. Paranormal, thank you for the roses. Okay. Traveling Lancashire Man, jw.org. What is jw.org? Traveling Lancaster Man. Good morning, friends. Good Marlene. Good morning. I have a question, Paranormal Not. Go ahead. Does the supernatural count as UFOs? No. Anything paranormal is supernatural? No. The UFOs thing has to be spaceships. It could be plasma ships. But supernatural, we don't include that in the realm of UFO or ETs or anything. I've seen them every night, Stella Bella. Good morning. Let's see here. Bernie says, can't get past the firmament. It's all Project Bluebeam. No, it isn't, Bernie. So, Bernie, you've been told a lie. When you come to my show, expect me to bust your matrix, okay? And I will. You can come and go as you please. How do you think the space people from other planets come here? There's no dome. There's no invisible thing blocking anybody. What's only blocking us is our minds and the garbage that we've been told on the internet. You know, put it this way. Before there was an internet, nobody knew what a figment was. Somebody out there created a story. Everybody said, oh, we can't do this. We can't do this. We can't get there. We can't go there. No can'ts. Can do. No can'ts, can do. What I'm saying to you is it's all a lie. Just like the lie for 70 years of government cover-ups around the world regarding intelligent life in the universe. All a lie. What you've been told, you had to get that information from somewhere or read it somewhere or see it on a video somewhere. It's a lie. If we were spiritually advanced and technically where our space brothers are and sisters, we can go anywhere we want. We've been lied to. We've been lied to about, well, we can't go here, we can't go there. There's no can'ts. It's a lie. So I'm just telling you now, don't believe it. Wherever you got the information, it's not true. I can't wait till my first encounter. Hey, Ralph, you'll eventually have it. Ralph, download the C5 app. If you have an iPhone or what you call it, Android, you will, if you study the protocol, you'll have your first visual contact. Dean Warwick says, and where are the pictures? I'm going to show you guys something here. I'm going to show you a photo from my friend in Vermont. And this is the actual spaceship that she took after a snowstorm. This is an Ashtar Command spaceship. Now, again, I'm going to preface this with saying, I don't care whether you believe it or not. So just understand, I really don't care. But I'm going to show it to you. This is from a few weeks ago in northern Vermont. Let me just move out of the picture. This is not CGI. This is a photographed after a 2-foot snowstorm. The day after, the sky was clear. This is called a weather ship. This particular vessel is an Ashtar Command spaceship. This ship deals with our environment, with our water, and purification of our polluted water. It regenerates the water back to the area, and in a pure form, the water is now clear. Okay, so I'm showing you here is taken a few weeks ago in Vermont. Okay, this is in Vermont, and this is operated by men and women who are like us, but very, very spiritual. They're of the Ashtar Galactic Command or Ashtar Command. And what you're seeing here is one of the ships. And this was taken in the morning, during the day in Vermont. Okay? I have stuff here, folks. Understand, when I talk about this stuff, I know what I'm talking about. And if there's any skeptics out there, I'll throw you under the bus in 2 seconds because I know what I'm talking about. I have the background. I have the knowledge. There are people out there who can have opinions, but opinions aren't facts. They're just projected from the mind, 3D mind. What I have here, and the picture is going to be as clear as it could be. Now, the vibration of any spaceship will affect the camera. The vibration of any spaceship will affect the camera. Now, human people have to understand, you can have the best camera, and she does. Any spaceship that you videotape, if it's close enough, will affect the camera. So it's going to be a little bit fuzzy. But it's a pretty darn clear picture. Daytime. Very close. And it's actually stopped when she took the picture. It actually stopped. This was one of the groupings of the Ashtar Command. And she's met them on the ships. And she got the photograph. Okay? I'm going to show you another photo. That's a nighttime photo of one of the Ashtar Command ships. I'm going to see in this picture, and look how clearly you're going to see human people waving. The ship stops. It's up in the middle. And you're going to see this. You're going to see the people that are waving. I want to show you this. Okay? Let me get into this here. This is going to be, let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Okay, I want you to, and I wish I could take all these things off the screen. I want you to look at the picture. I don't know how to get the stuff on the top off of here. Look at the picture. Green door, good to see you, all the people in there. And you will see, and I wish I could bring the picture where you can see. Now the bottom part, the dark part, is the ground level, the trees. Where the lighter part is where that exists, what I'm talking about. And if you look at the light, you'll see one or two of the space people looking out the window of the ship. Okay? And if you think this is not real, or if you're a skeptic, we can definitely take you out in 2 minutes. I can take you out in 2 minutes. Okay, I think there's going to be... So we're going to take this person out. GS whatever. Bye-bye. You're gone, man. The good thing is we're doing a talk show here. It's a little bit blurry because of the vibration of the ship. It's a little bit blurry. Like I said before, the vibrations of the ship will affect your photo. It does. But it's pretty good. If you look clearly, you'll see the space being looking out the window. Okay? Thank you, Johnny. I know some people here can see it. No, it's not grays. These are humans. These are actual humans. They're about 7 feet tall, men and women that look just like us. They're not grays. So I'm actually narrating this photo because I know what it is. You can see it. If you look at the white part, you'll see the figures right looking out the window. You can see it. You can see it. It's amazing how many people here can see it, and there's a few people that just cannot see it. If you look clearly, you can see it. No, it's not Photoshop. This is taken directly through security. This is taken through a camera. All right, security cameras. It picks up the picture, and there's no Photoshop effects. This is actual natural photos from the picture of the spaceship in the mountains. So I'm going to teach people here because I'm narrating this. I know where this photo came from, and I know what it is. So I'm going to show people and share with you. If you have questions, ask. But this photo is the real deal. This is as real as it gets. Now, if you don't believe it, and your mind says, oh, that's not real, throw your mind out the window, because I'm trying to give you narration of what this is. You know, and as I said before on my show, I don't care what you believe. I really don't. It doesn't matter what you believe. Is one of them, let's see here, I see it clearly. Okay, good. I want to, I'm just not able to. Remote viewer, just look at the lighted part of the thing. I wish I can take all the thing blocking the picture. I don't know how to do that. I think there's a way of taking all those images out of there. But you can look above where it's not dark anymore. You see a dark kind of figure. You'll see it looks like a figure. It's right in there in the white area. Look at the white area where it's lit up. That's where the figure is. Okay? So I'm narrating this to share with you. I can see the form in the window. That's right. There's the form in the window. West Blackburn, you're welcome. This is where disclosure happens on my show. We are here to tell you the truth. Okay? All in white? Well, one of them looks like they're in a white, like a white thing, and the other one's wearing some of that outfit. You can see the form in the light. Look at the lighted part of the photo. That's where the figures are. You can see them. So I'm going to guide people to the picture. Okay? Yeah, that's true. Some don't want to see. That's right. And if they don't want to see, they won't see it. Okay? Yeah. Remote view. So you're seeing it. Look at the lighted part towards the right. You'll see two figures. The figures are right there. They're looking out the window. Jane, the app is the C5 app. Let me just get some apple cider here. It's a C5 app from Dr. Stephen Greer. And if you have an iPhone, it's $9.99 for the app. I recommend everybody spend. It's only, you only get charged once. Download the app, learn the protocol. Excuse me, sorry for the voice. And you'll be able to learn how to do this. I am not fully able to see it either, but I'm working on opening my pineal gland. So tippy toes, look to the most brightest part of the photo, and I'm sorry that all this other stuff is up there from TikTok. I got to figure out how to take that off so you can see the photo better. But you'll see images. You see a dark, like a string, like a image, and next to it another image. It's like one or two beings. And if it was clear, there's actually a third one above in the darker area of the lit up part of the window. Okay? It's called the C5 app. Brains 999. My encounter was when I was a kid in the 60s with space people in the mid 60s. How many are there? I see two. Well, that's what you see, but they're meant to actually, the ship is a big ship. She lives up in Vermont. She's my friend. There are many on the ship. It's a big ship. But those two were visibly looking out the window, and they were supposedly waving at her. Yeah, C5 is the app. It's called the Contact with Extraterrestrial Intelligence, C5, and you can get it on Google. I'm pointing to it. I don't know if I can point to it with my hands here, but it's right. Let me see if I can do it. Right there. Right there. I'm going to point right where my finger is to the angle to the right. You'll see a darker image and next to it a lighter image, but it is physically, they're right there looking out their window of the spaceship. I'm going to point to it. Jacob Davis, no, I haven't seen that. Let's see here. Yeah, C5 Contact. It's called the C5 app. We had a treaty with a group of ETs that were abducting people. Our government did. That treaty is expired, and those negative ETs are being taken off the planet. So I'm going to point to it again. Let me see if I can do this. Right there. Right up there. Right there. I'm pointing to it right there. If you look right there, you can see it. There's two of them. There's one in the dark image, one right next to it in the lighter image, right there. Right there. I want you to see this. I'm giving you guidance as to where they are. They're right there. If you don't see them, please open your eyes. Physically, you can see them right there, unless you have a terrible camera. Right there. I'm not looking at comments at the moment, so I'm trying to help people see this. Right here. Okay? If you keep looking where my finger is, you'll see them. Okay? You'll see them right there. These are two Ashtar Command space beings looking out the window, and my friend said they were waving at her. Okay? So I'm giving you a guidance here visually. There's no way you cannot see this. There's no way you cannot see this. I'm showing it to you. Like the only way you're not going to see it is you have your eyes closed or have a terrible camera on your phone. 99% of you should be able to see this right now. 99% of you. Okay? I'll keep pointing. I'm the host of the show. I'm CmdrAleon, host of Encounters. And they're right there and one right there. There were many on the ship. There's two right there. Do you see them? If you say to me you don't see them, get a good camera. That's all I can tell you. Get a good camera. Okay? I'm trying to... Okay. I'm going to try to read your comments. I only believe when you meet them. You will. Watch Lady, download the C5 app and learn the protocol. I see a couple of things. Good, remote. Chevron Kelly, I'd about everyone else bid. I think I'm done even trying to work with. I'm done being stripped down. These are EBE types. Nope, these are actually Ashtar Command people. They are human like we are, men and women, just like us. They are spiritual beings of light. They are human. They're not EBEs. I wish I could meet them. Can clearly see more than one looking out. Yes, there's more than one looking out. So again, I want to preface this right here. I'm going to show you. Let me see if I can do this here. Right there. There's actually more than one, but there's these two are the most prevalent. You can see them right here. So I want to guide people as I'm narrating this photo so you can see them. So people say, Commander, I don't see them. You will now see them because I'm pointing right there with my finger to where they are. Right here. Just open your eyes real wide, have a good camera, and look. Right here. Right here. I'm going to try to read your comments too. You all heard of Kenny Vetchin, I think. Point to it. So, John, right here, John. Right over here. Right above my finger, you can see them. Right above the right side here. There's at least, well, there's more than the picture. I'm sorry, it's fuzzy, but there's more than 2 or 3 in the photo. Right here. Right here. Keep looking. Ever heard? Let's see, I'm going to go. Sassy says, July 31st, 1966, EPA, Bigfoot, and UFOs, government shut down our beach to investigate. And infinitely internal C5 definitely works. Marin Thompson, TO92, I have the C5 app, excellent. Does EMF paint protect your house from them? Deviant PK. Well, you don't have to be protected from the positive ETs. So the negative ETs, they're being taken off the planet. Brandy1, didn't see the above part because of TikTok writing. Yeah, the TikTok writing, I'd like to get that off of here. If anybody knows how I can do that, I'd love to just get it off of here. Because then you can see the whole photo. I see several faces on the non-white part. Oh, interesting. Now, look above the dark area because that's the ship and that's the window area. If I hit clear display, it disappears. So hit clear display on your phones, I guess. Is that what you're saying, Sassy? So if people hit clear display, you'll be able to see the whole photo. You got to hit clear display. Can I do that? Let's see here. That's interesting. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, what am I doing? Multi-host recognition, exit. I don't want to do that. Yes. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm not so sure how to do that. Long press phone screen and then choose clear display. Long press phone screen. I'm long pressing and nothing's happening. Oh, it's still not working. I can't seem to figure that out. It's not working for me. But hold the screen down. All right. I'm holding the screen down. Nope. Press on screen, window pop-up, clear display. Press on screen, window pop-up, clear display. Let me try that. Okay, I'm waiting for something. All right, I give up. Let's see, the sound in the background is pretty distracting. Alexa, stop. Oh, you're welcome, Tippy Toes. Looks like one of them are praying. If you look close, you might see. Let's see here. Good morning, wee Winnie. And we're not going to bring anybody up yet because we're trying to. Diana at Bristol says, I took a picture of your screen, and if you zoom up, you can see eyes, mouth. It's fuzzy. Good, Diana. I just wish I can take all this other stuff off of here so people can see it better. Let me see here. Settings, comments, flip camera. Let's see, mirror your video. Huh. I heard them last night at around 3 a.m. Danielle Rizzo. Oh, the view, okay. So you as people viewing this have to clear the screen on your end. I can't clear the screen, but you can. So your TikTok, you clear the screen and you can see the picture. So you can clear everything on the screen you're seeing that's blocking it. Just clear your screen and all of you will be able to see the whole picture. So you have to swipe right your screen on your camera, on your TikTok, and you can see the whole picture. I didn't know that. So swipe your screen, press on it and clear your screen. You'll be able to see the whole photo. Hey, Red One, good to see you. You're gonna, some are saying swipe right at the top of your screen. Everybody swipe right at the top of your screen. All the images from TikTok will go away and you'll be able to see the photo. Thank you. I didn't, I couldn't figure out why people can't see the whole thing. Swipe right on your screen. You'll be able to see the whole photo. You'll see the space people looking out the window. Everybody will be able to see them. Swipe right your screen. You have to do it. So if you're watching, say, Commander, I can't see the whole thing. You have to swipe the screen on TikTok right. Swipe it right, and you'll be able to see everything in that photo. JC Essence, I'm not sure why it's not working. It's working for everybody else. You swipe right, clear the screen, and you'll see the photo. Gwen says, I pressed lightly and hold on the right middle of the screen and clear display option came up. So you press lightly and hold on the right middle of your screen. A clear display option comes up. You have to swipe left, not right. Okay, so free mind is saying you have to swipe left. So then tap lightly and swipe left. But everyone else is saying swipe right. So, excuse me. I'm going to get out of the way here. Sludgy Mermaid says, or just swipe right. It says here, you have to swipe left, not right, Freeline says. I swipe right, it depends on the phone. So depending on your phone, it's either going to be swiping right or swiping left, whether you have an iPhone or an Android phone. So if you have an Android phone, try right and left, or iPhone, right and left. One of the two is going to work. These humans, Lindsay, on the ship, Lisa, the humans on the ship are Ashtar Command people. I work with the Ashtar Command. They are our star people. They're our space brothers and sisters. They're human, like we are. They're very spiritual, loving people. And they actually, in the area of northern Vermont where my friend is, the ships are gathering. The ships of the command are gathering in her area. She has a galactic portal that is specifically opened where the ships are coming from a really far, far away beyond Earth, and they're getting ready for massive contact with our planet. And these are our space brothers and sisters, what I call the star family. So on Letitia's phone, she has to swipe she has to swipe right. Depending on your cell phone, you're either going to go right or left on the screen to see it. Harry says you're aiming to swipe the TikTok overlay to the right. Okay. So, yeah. So let's see here. Jenny says might depend on the phone. Samsung can swipe. I don't have the option when holding down the screen. I see mouth and eyes at the blue mark. Bobby 45. Okay. Pookie Bear says it most definitely swipe right on iPhone, but best to press on the right of the screen. Press clear screen. So on your end, if you press clear screen, you'll see the whole picture. The red one, Sheila says, intuitive, the portals will be open in April. My iPhone 15 doesn't work right or left. Interesting. I'm going to show you another picture. And again, let's just do this. This picture here is of, check this out. So on this picture here, the same thing applies. On the upper part of this is a big mothership. This is in Vermont, northern Vermont in the mountains, up in the country. And my friend has documented everything. She's documenting every photo. You'll see a bunch of lights below it, and then below the dark area is the tree line and the ground area. The upper area is in the sky where there's a mothership. You can see multiple lights on it, and the littler lights are smaller craft that are below it. Okay? Just wanted to show you something. Hey, Raxy, good to see you. I'm trying to, yeah, sounds like Samsung can swipe an iPhone, hold down on the screen maybe. Let's see here. So this is the mothership on here. This is a different ship. This was also taken a few weeks ago. over the mountains where the person is living. These are Ashtar Command spaceships. The littler ships are below it. Okay. The beings and people on the ship, I want to be clear that the people on the ship are men and women that are human. They're not monsters. They don't look like monsters. These are human people that are very spiritual, loving people from other planets. And they're here to assist our planet. They're here to help us. Understand, they are here to help us. Hey, Red One, we're going to have to take a look at Tammy's video. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm hoping she has sent it to me from last night. All right, so this is a huge ship. Now understand, the vibrational energy from the ship is affecting the camera, the security camera. So it's going to be a little bit fuzzy, but that's because of the vibrational patterns of the spaceship. Ashtar Command, TMFLU987. JC Essence, thank you for subscribing. It's the pattern of energy from the spaceship. So the space people, these are people that we are connected to. So the person, April, myself, these are our cosmic family that are on the ship. I have 2 sisters and a brother on one of the Ashtar ships, and she has family as well. Do you have a less zoomed in picture? No, unfortunately, this was taken by her security cameras outside, and we don't unfortunately have the ability to do that. And just also let people know, all my shows here are on my Ashtar Command Spaceship News on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. Every encounter show you can watch from my nighttime shows on YouTube. My morning shows are going to be recorded. They'll be available on YouTube as well. Okay. Ashtar Command, Stella Bella. They are Ashtar Command, which oversees all the galactic levels. I communicate telepathically with 5 small beings who introduce themselves as the Guardians. Interesting. Garn and Kelly. Interesting. Hey, Garn and Kelly, we're going to follow you, I think. Let me see. Interesting. The Heart something says we have 4K cameras now, even 5K. Luann says, of course, you don't have any clear pictures because the vibration of the ships don't allow that to be clear. The security cameras can only pick up what they can pick up. Hey, Skip to Grace, good morning. Good morning, sister. Now, if I was able to take all this TikTok garbage off of here, you can see the pictures. So I'm going to go back to the other picture. Okay. I'm going to go back to the other picture and I'm going to point to the actual space beings. Let me take a look here. I got the picture here somewhere. Now tell me I lost it. Where is it here? All right, give me a moment. We do have a picture here, and I think I might have. Let me see. Where is it here? Is it this one? Nope. Oh, here it is. So this picture here, I'm going to point here because not everybody's going to see this unless I do this. Press your button down on your screen and push it to the right or left, depending on your phone. You'll get all the images off of TikTok and you'll be able to see the full area where it's lit up. When you do this, you're going to see the space people. I'm going to point to it, but if you press on your phone, some phones have the ability to take the images off from TikTok. When you do that, you're going to see the space people on the ship right here. I'm pointing to it. Let me see if I can do this. Right there, the lit up area. Okay? What you need to do is press on your TikTok screen, and I can't seem to get rid of it on mine, but you can do it on yours. Press it gently to the right or to the left. It'll clear the screen off, and all you're going to see is the photo. When you watch the photo, you're going to see the images of the space people in the photo inside the ship, looking out towards the camera. Okay? I'm going to do this right now. Remember to press your screen down on your phone. It's kind of difficult to do it this way, but I'm just pointing to it. But you need to press your screen on your phone gently, push it to the right or left. It should clear the screen. The TikTok screen should be cleared, and you'll be able to see everything. Let's see here. Okay? Press on your phone gently to the right or left. Most of the new phones are able to do this. It should clear the screen. I see 3 beings, maybe 4. Yes, there you go. And my friend April, on a security camera, has these all recorded and documented. These are Ashtar Command people. These are regular looking people. They're taller than we are. You're talking at least 7 feet tall, men and women. Okay? Good, Celebella. You can screenshot it if you want. I'll keep pointing. For people coming in here for the first time, you're watching Encounters. I usually am on at night. Sorry for my voice here. But I'm just pointing to it to show you what has been documented here. Walter, I can't understand English. Right there. If you press your screen, my finger's going to get tired if we keep doing that. If you press your screen gently, push it to the right or left, depending on what kind of phone you have, you'll see the whole picture. Everyone out there will. Some people might not have the ability to do that on their phones, but most of the new phones, you should be able to do it. So on your TikTok screen, on your phone, press it, and then clear the display. You'll clear the display of the TikTok. You'll see the whole picture. And again, welcome everybody to the show. I'm glad you're all here. If you're new to the show, my name is, I can't believe I'm a little bit of a hoarse voice here. My name is CmdrAleon. I'm a host of WESU FM's Cosmic Eye radio show on NPR Pacific Radio every Sunday morning. And I'm also host of Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO show here on social media. So press the button, press on your screen, to the right or left, and you'll be able to clear the screen of all the TikTok stuff. And you'll be able to see clearly to the upper right, you might see 3 or 4 space people looking out the window. And the ship actually stopped in order for the picture to be taken. Have I ever heard of Area 51? Yes, I'm very familiar with it. Tau Press, good morning. It's in the lighted area, Tau Press, the lighted area. People need to look at the total lighted area and just press the screen to the right or the left on your phone. You'll have a clear image of the area, and you'll see the people that are on the ship. It'll clear the TikTok screen so you can see it clearly. All right? And these are Ashtar Command people. They're from many different planets, spiritual planets beyond Earth. Yeah, there you go. So if anyone does not see this, you can just clear your screen by pressing and tapping on your phone and push it to the right or left. Depending on your phone, you'll be able to see the whole picture. The whole thing. Yeah. Deborah says, press screen, menu will pop up, hit clear display. So press your screen, a menu will pop up, and click the clear display on it. And you'll be able to see the whole photo. everything. And I send my love out to all my viewers out there around the world. We're glad you're here. Yeah, press lightly. Glenn said, press lightly. It'll pop up and it'll have a clear screen display, and just press that. Yeah, others. Okay, so Infinitely Internal says, only for some phones you press screen, others you swipe. So thank you, Diana. Thank you for the hanging lights. So on some screens you will swipe, and some screens you'll press lightly to get rid of the TikTok images. Yes, I know. I understand, Marine. It is fuzzy because the vibration of the spaceship affects the camera, the security camera. Unfortunately, that's just naturally going to happen because the ship's vibration. It's a Marine. If you, again, swipe, if you already swipe your screen, press it, you might have to swipe it. It'll have a thing where you can clear all the TikTok images and look to the top right. And I'll do this right here, top right here, the lighted area right there. But you can see the space people looking out the window if you do that. Once you clear the TikTok images by pressing, swiping, or pressing down on some phones, just press and the thing will say clear screen. It'll clear all the TikTok images and you'll see the space people. They're right there. Okay? And other people who are seeing this, they can guide you, Marine. Anyone else who clearly cannot see the people on the ship, other people here can, and they'll help you. They'll make comments and tell you where to look on the picture. The most important thing is to press and clear the screen. There'll be a pop-up where you can clear the screen and see this. Or others have phones where you'll just swipe it to the right or left, and the image will come right up, and you'll see everything. Steve Houston says, until I'm ready, Commander, maybe you can view the video taken in my home in the Philippines of the ET encounter. Yes, Steve, send it to me. I'm getting so many messages, I will try to take a look at that. It looks like a dark figure, then a lighted figure next to them. Yes, those are both human. They're probably about 7 feet tall. They look just like us, people just like us. They are spiritual beings from other planets, and they look just like us. Infinitely Eternal says, many, many different benevolent beings interact with us. The light beings can also physically touch. Terry says, thoughts on tingling sensations between eyes, Commander. I have to think about it. Thoughts on tingling sensation between eyes, Commander? Can you explain that a little bit more? Jenny says, FYI, with the screen not cleared, we can see the area you're pointing to, just not very top of picture. Jenny, are you able to clear your screen? Nikki, welcome to our show. This is Encounters. We're just showing people the spaceship over northern Vermont that stopped on a security camera that my friend April has documented, and she's documenting constantly now. And these are Ashtar Command people. When I say Ashtar Command, let me explain it for people that don't know what the Ashtar Command is. It's the positive forces of light from other planetary systems. And there are many, many fleets of ships coming from beyond Earth now. They're coming to Earth. So I'm trying to get people prepared to understand what's happening here. This is something the Pentagon would never show you. You see, they don't have these photos. This is all new. This stuff has only happened in the last few weeks. Everything I'm showing you here is what's happening. This show's about disclosure, and we're going to disclose the truth. Whether you believe it or not, as I say on my show all the time, whether you believe it or not, I don't care. I really don't. Those of you watching this know what the truth is. Those of you that don't have eyes to see or refuse to see it, you're going to be living in a 3D construct of lies that have been done for 70 years. And sometimes it's nicer to not have to believe the truth, because if you have to see the truth and say, well, I can't handle it, you're much safer with your 3D world belief systems, right? But we're here to bust the matrix, man. We're here to bust your belief systems. We want you to see what's going on and what's going to be happening. Like I said, I don't care what you think. And I say that in a very loving way. I don't care. Hey, Brown Eyes, good to see you. And if you want to see the full picture, again, this is a really important photo. Press and tap lightly to the right or left, you'll clear their screen. And some of you have different phones. It might not do it that way. Hey, Spiritual Spot, Tiffany B, thanks for joining us. At one point, we had 400 people looking at the photo earlier. We've had 7,200 people join us since I came on here. Over 7,000 people have actually seen this. I've seen a bunch of crazy conspiracies with the eclipse coming up. Anything expected with the eclipse? You know, Jenny, I've seen a lot of crazy theories too. I really haven't focused on it much, you know. I know it's coming, but I've been really more focused on educating people about star contact, about what's happening April 13th with us, with our Ashtar Command contact group in Connecticut. I really haven't focused on that. I'm leaving all the conspiracies out of my head, you know, all the different agendas out there. But I think the eclipse has a spiritual meaning, but I don't have any real feeling about it. Hey, Scott Smith, welcome. Oh, let's see here. So, you know, yes, I'm in Connecticut also. I'm a full believer. Hey, Clover. Clover, Clover, you should contact me. We're having a gathering in Middlefield, Connecticut on April 13th, Clover. You need to contact me, message me on here. I'll tell you about it. We're going to be getting a get-together of the Ashtar Command C5 group. We're a contact group, and we're going to be videotaping live on my live here on Saturday the 13th at 8 o'clock. We're going live, and we're going to be videotaping several spaceships, Ashtar Command ships. We're going to videotape them in our TikTok broadcast. They will be all taped, and we've been promised about several ships will appear on the 13th above this field and an apple orchard here in Connecticut, where we're going to be in the United States. So contact me. I'm glad you're here. And the group we have here, some of them have TikTok, some have Facebook, some of them don't have any social media. They don't care for it, and I completely understand it. Oh, you're welcome. So you're going to meet some beautiful people at our gathering. The people that are coming are all connected. In next 6 months, there are 4 of us. There'll be 5. Friday night, we have an Ashtar Command broadcast on Friday night on TikTok with encounters. It's our Friday night contact Q&A. The space people on the ship will communicate with us through a phone that my friend has. They use that to communicate with us from their ship. You're in Danbury, HD Crossbone Z. Hey, you need to contact us too if you're interested. We want to make sure everyone who comes to this event works in peaceful Christ consciousness, that you're not afraid, that you're coming totally centered in your being, because it's really, really important. This is going to happen regardless, but we want to make sure everybody is centered that's coming to this thing. It's very important. You're in Wilkett, Connecticut. I look forward to meeting you. Well, we're going to be in Middlefield, Connecticut on April 18th. If you email me or message me, I'm going to give you all the particulars about the event. Paranormal Not, question, go ahead. Hey, Taz, good to see you, brother. So I'm going to be getting off of here in about 5 more minutes because I have to go. But I want to thank the hundreds of people that have been on here this morning. And we'll show these images, like I said, as we get closer to the big event. We'll be talking about that. We're going to do definitely interviews with people. If you're on my show tonight on TikTok at 11 o'clock, we'll definitely interview you. If you have over 200 or 1,000 people, we can have you on here if you have any UFO stories to share. Visitations by space people, 11 p.m. Eastern, we'll be on with encounters, and we certainly welcome everybody to join us. I'm CmdrAleon. I'm involved in radio for over 21, well, more than that. I used to live in Vermont, and I was on Pacifica Radio in Vermont. I'm on a Pacifica NPR station in Connecticut doing the Ashtar Command radio show for over 21 years. My background's broadcasting and news and media. So I do know what I'm talking about here. And when I share stuff, all the stuff I'm sharing from you is from Vermont, from my friend. And I will show one more picture of the weather ship. Let's see. The weather ship. This is a daytime sighting. This was done about maybe roughly 2 weeks ago for my friend April in Vermont. This is a ship that helps with the environment, helps correct some of the problems we have with our environment, with water and other things. And this ship stopped in midair on the security camera, and she was able to document it. All right. So for those that didn't see this before, this is a daytime sighting of an Ashtar Command ship. The sun is reflecting. The night before, they had a snowstorm. This is about 2 weeks ago, like over a foot of snow in northern Vermont. And I'm sorry if I'm not getting all your messages. Okay? Oh, Steve Houston, okay, I see you'll message me. Great. I've messaged you. Okay, I'll take a look at that as soon as I have time. And believe me, if I haven't responded to your comments, I am trying to do the best I can here. Good, Johnny, the third kind. And we have some of our people, within 6 months, I want people to know. Let me go back to my regular image. Okay, let me go back to my regular. Okay, so I'm going to do this here. We have a few more minutes. So there are going to be 5 people in each part of the world. I can't speak for the rest of the planet, but there'll be 5 people per group in what we call a grid. Man, there's a lot of sirens today. There must be, I don't know, all these sirens. This one's coming right up the road. But there'll be 5 people in different parts of the world. There'll be one central person, and 4 other people that are selected by the space people that will be actually being brought on spaceships. These people are going to be the first wave of people that are going to be taught things and come back to their own countries. And actually, then there'll be more people gradually being taken on these ships. It's coming to 10:30, so I need to sign off here. Joining tonight at 11 p.m. for encounters. I want to thank everybody for being here. I will get to your messages when I get off here. And I want to thank everybody for watching the show here this morning. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for everything. If you have any questions, you can message me. We'll see you later, Spiritual Spot. So again, I tried to get to most of your comments, but again, I'm also narrating what you were seeing here on the screen. Take care, everybody. Nice to meet all the new people here on the #1 spiritual UFO talk show, Encounters. I'm CmdrAleon. We'll see you later.